Debbie Wasserman-Schultz, the chair of the Democrat National Committee, calls people like our next guest right-wing extremists. Why? Because these extremists want to cut spending, rein in entitlements, slim down a bloated government. Does that really make you an extremist? We will ask T.W. Shannon. He is U.S. Senate candidate from Oklahoma, a rising star in the Republican Party. T.W., welcome to the program. Do you think of yourself as an extremist?
Well, Stuart, if an extremist means that we're committed to lower taxes and lower government and pushing back against the federal government, I guess so. As a conservative, I've never been, completely consumed with titles and the names that people give you. What I'm more interested in is proving that conservative principles, that's what leads to prosperity. That's what we should be talking about.
But they're going to go after you
because they're void of ideas.
Yeah, you're right, sir. You're right. I absolutely believe you're right. But they are going to come at you with that. They will go after you and say, you are an extremist. Whether you think you are or not, they will brand you that way. And you know, historically, that political approach has worked.
No, you're right. That's what the left does. Because the left is void of ideas, they result to name-calling. But the best way to beat the left is to do just that, is to beat them. And we've done it in Oklahoma, whether it was reducing our tax burden for business, reducing the personal income tax for working families, pushing back and restoring welfare, making sure that welfare reform was a priority and requiring a work requirement for welfare recipients. We've proven that conservative principles are what lead to prosperity. So the best way to deal with the left is to beat them and to win. And that's what we're doing in Oklahoma. That's what I plan to do running for the United States Senate.
Well, sir, you are a man of color and you're a Republican. Are you the new or newer face of the Republican Party?
Well, I've been called that, but the truth is I didn't learn my conservative principles from watching Fox News, and I'm a big fan of Fox News and Fox Business. I learned my conservative principles in the pews of Bethlehem Baptist Church from my parents. I'm also an enrolled member of the Chickasaw Nation. I was the youngest speaker in state history, but I'm also the most pro-business speaker in state history. So I've never been consumed with what titles are. What I'm most interested in is getting our country back on the right track and restoring American exceptionalism. That's what we should be talking about. The left, they always ask me about discrimination. And what I've told them, most of the discrimination I've experienced in my life is because I'm a conservative, not because of my skin color.
Yeah, well, you are, I believe, the Republican candidate for the Senate seat in Oklahoma. I believe you are. You don't face a primary of some sort, do you?
We do have a primary, but okay. I think the point is I'm the conservative in this race that has a proven track record of, reducing the tax burden, pushing back against the federal government, making sure that strong families are a priority. That's how we're going to get this country back on track. We've got a $17.5 trillion deficit right now, and we've got a Congress that refuses to do anything about it. It's going to take leadership. That's why my friends, Senator Ted Cruz, Senator Mike Lee, and Governor Palin are coming to Tulsa on Thursday, tomorrow evening, Tulsa, Oklahoma, to do a rally for me, because they know I'm the leader that's going to push back against the establishment in Washington, D.C.
I want to get your take on the Keystone Pipeline. We've got a new Rasmussen poll, just came out actually. It says 61% of Americans favor building it. That's the highest level ever. I think the pipeline, or at least part of it, runs through your state. I take it you are gung-ho to build this thing.
Absolutely. I'm one of the biggest supporters in the state on our natural gas and oil drilling in the state. Governor Palin said, drill, baby, drill. But we've got a president that continues to hold up the pipeline. And we've seen it time and time again, this obstructionist. If we want a true stimulus for the country, we should be encouraging oil and gas exploration. It would turn things around. It's one of the reasons we in Oklahoma have one of the lowest unemployment rates in the nation, because we know that when you use the resources that we have, and you're good stewards of them like we've been, you can have a real stimulus. And not only that, you look at the geopolitical ramifications of what it means for Oklahoma, for America to be energy independent. It is absolutely the wrong direction to stop drilling. We should be encouraging it.
I got to tell you, I've been in Oklahoma City several times in the last 5 years. It is boomtown, and oil and gas are the reason for it. Flat out. That's it. T.W. Shannon, we wish you well.
And Stuart, it didn't happen until I got elected either, Stuart.
That was a nice plug. You got it in there. Well done, sir. T.W. Shannon, thanks for joining us. Come again soon, okay? Good to see you.